I'm Lauren with Packhacker, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Peak Design Packable Tote, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we can keep helping you find the right gear. Let's dive in. This Packable Tote is a new release. It's part of the travel line. So this is a little bit of an addition kind of within that same style, but the material is a self-healing nylon shell. So I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can see the details on that. I had no issues with any sort of durability over the course of testing, so I never had to test that self-healing aspect of it, which is beneficial, right? Like that's kind of the preferred, is that you don't have to test it at all. But that is nice to know that if there is any sort of an issue, that it's a relatively easy fix. So it's pretty simple. It's just one kind of sheet of material here that's come together on the sides with a little bit of Peak Design branding, pretty sleek, and then a zippered top and a padded handle. So this this strap here is actually like a little bit of microfiber padding, which is nice. It's super comfortable, like on my shoulder or even in hand. I did use this, a fair amount, and having it, having the ability to carry it on my shoulder and have it look still pretty sleek regardless of what was in there. I'll kind of show you what I have packed out right now, but I used it for a range of different things. I shoved a bunch of like pouches in here at one point. I did use it actually as like an overnight bag. So I was just going out of town and I needed, basically a change of clothes and some toiletries and things like that. And it worked really great for that just because the size is pretty versatile. And I was able to bring it along, in my day pack, and, I could kind of use it throughout the day as well. So getting on the inside, we have this zipper here. It actually doesn't look like a YKK zipper. And then in the inside, I have my laptop, which gives me a little bit of structure. Obviously, you don't have to carry a laptop in there if you don't want to. I wouldn't recommend necessarily carrying one without a case, just because there is no padding here, right? It's just completely empty since it is packable. But if you do have this in here, then it does add a little bit of structure if you want to like rest this side against your body. So if you have to bring it in a pinch, it's actually pretty handy. I have a 13-inch MacBook here, so that fits in here really well, zippered up and everything with a little bit of room to spare. And then on the inside as well, I have a jacket, and just kind of as an example, a pair of pants and a shirt. So that is pretty much it for the inside there. It's just a big empty tub. So this is really beneficial because you do have a ton of packing space. I was able to load this out really aggressively and still get it to zip. And the zipper does feel pretty secure here. So this back pouch is actually where it's going to stuff into. It is self-stuffing. So it buckles here, and then I have my keys in here, so I kind of use this as like a makeshift pouch for smaller items. So if I had, headphones, or if I wanted to carry chapstick or keys like I have here, this is a really good spot for that. It's just kind of like a nice little added bonus. And then there is a handle in here as well, and I used a carabiner to attach that to this handle so that it was a little bit of added security. Obviously, you can just kind of dump things in there as you please, but I liked to make sure that they wouldn't fall out into my bag or anything like that. So packing it up is pretty easy. You just sort of shove it in here. Just kind of like that. And then fold this lip over and buckle it right up. So it's a little plastic buckle. It feels really secure though. it packs up into a little hand-sized pouch here, which is really handy because it's not too large to bring along with you if you just want a little bit of extra space when and where you need it. And then this carry handle is good for, I never really had to carry it this way, but it's good for quick grabs or anything like that. So if you wanted to open it back up and then get it out, it just kind of pops right out. And then there it is, it's ready for you. You've got this inside pocket with that lip there that kind of becomes that security. And then you have the rest of the pouch here. So like I said, pretty simple. It is just, a packable tote. There's not a ton of, extreme features on this, I guess you could say, but I think the biggest benefit is that it does have this zippered top. So rather than just being an open tote that does pack into itself and leave a little bit of open space here for things to fall out or for, rain to get in or anything like that, you do have added security, which actually came in handy today because it's a pretty rainy day, and I had to speed walk into the office in a downpour, and the material itself is pretty weather resistant. So I didn't have any issues with any moisture seeping through. Everything just kind of pilled up, I guess you could say. It didn't really roll off, but that's kind of all I needed it to do, really, was just keep everything that was inside safe from the moisture outside. I wouldn't say that if you were to stand in a rainstorm and not just kind of walk through it, that it would be, reliably weather resistant on the inside there as well. But for, quick runs to and from the car, or, if you're going to the market or you're going to the store or just, kind of running around a little bit, then this is really great for that because there is a little bit of weather resistance there. As well with the zipper, because it keeps that locked in tight. So without this packable jacket in here, it is a pretty subtle design. It's a little bit less packed out, as you can see, just because it doesn't have that extra space, but it's still pretty good looking, in my opinion. It just kind of looks like a tote bag, satchel kind of situation here. So if you're looking for something that's more on the simple side, but still can carry your stuff from point A to point B and is packable and you can bring it along on the daily basis, this is a really great packable tote for that. So there you have it, the Peak Design Packable Tote. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next video.